on this edition of Lifeguard.
What do we got? Okay, 1 minute CPR right now, 1 minute CPR. A lot of foam coming out of this patient's mouth. Clearly, they were underwater for some time.
And a lost little girl leaves a mother in hysterics.
Please, find my baby!
Plus,
39 years old, complaining of nausea, a headache, dizziness, blurred vision, he had a pulse of over 100.
and later,
Were you smoking dope?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you were, but you weren't? Yeah. 100% him, huh?
this is Huntington Beach, AKA Surf City, USA. Each year, during the summer months, this coastal capital plays host to over 11 million tourists, many of whom have never been to the Pacific Ocean. Here, public safety rests in the hands of lifeguards.
Right now, we have an increasing swell out of the south-southwest. It's about 3 to 6 feet. We have a really strong side current going from the south to the north. There's not a breath of wind in the air right now, so it's very hot. The water's warm, it's in the 70s. The air temperature we're expecting in the low 80s today. Humidity's well in excess of 40% right now, so it's really hot. We expect a lot of people in the water today, so today we'll be busy undoubtedly.
Marine Safety Officer Mike Bartlett is patrolling south of the pier when a call comes in.
Surfer down outside break off Tower 20. The guard signaling code 3.
The victim is at the far northern point of Huntington Beach. Surrounded by rocks, it is only accessible during low tide.
We were at Tower 11 when we overheard the 1 unit north of the pier responding to a report of 2 surfers that looked like they needed help out on the outside break at Tower 20. Code 3, guys. 10 copy. Tell the guy in the back to hold on real tight.
A surfer has been found 300 yards offshore, submerged under his board.
Person's unconscious. The supervisor's in the water with 2 tower guards, so we don't know what's going on. Could be medical, we don't know what it is, but this could be life-threatening.
Engine 45, this will be an unconscious person at the waterline. Our units are busy. They'll need your assistance at the waterline.
This is pretty far north to Golden West Street. We're almost on scene now. This is at the base of the cliffs between, looks like 24 and 22.
Jason Cloud is the first lifeguard to reach and assist the victim.
I found a approximately 30-year-old male, unconscious, not breathing, floating on top of a wide sand or surfboard. Took out my pocket mask, I gave 2 rescue breaths, then proceeded to try to do compressions. With the sea state the way it was, I determined CPR would be ineffective in the water, and the best chance to save this person's life was to get him ashore as quickly as possible.
20 is now 1097. We have guards in the shore break pulling somebody up on a paddleboard. Still need code 3 backup and need somebody to pick up the medics at Golden West Street. I'll be 954 at the waterline. What do we got? Okay. All right. AED. Unconscious. High and dry. Okay. 1 minute CPR right now. 1 minute CPR. I need a towel. Give me a towel, please, or a blanket.
The victim is unresponsive, not breathing, and pulseless. Lifeguard Mike Bartlett assumes command and initiates emergency protocol.
1 minute CPR. Okay. Grab the resuscitator, please. Keep going. That'll be 1 minute. How long was he down for?
Oh, for at least 5 or 10.
Okay.
10 minutes since we got him out of the water.
Get the resuscitator out.
Back up. Back up. That's the shot. 26, 27, 29, good breath.
Okay, let's go to the AED now. Priority is number 1. You got to do a cycle of CPR. Get a minute or 2 minutes of CPR going. Gives us time to set the AED up.
The AED machine is an automated external defibrillator. If the patient's heartbeat is irregular, the machine will send out an electrical pulse to try to stabilize it. If there is no heartbeat, they must continue with CPR until one has registered.
Don't touch the patient, move away. Set up the resuscitator, grab the bag valve mask out.
Shock advised.
Get the AED up, got analysis on that. No shock was advised, which means there was no cardiac rhythm detected by the AED machine. Continue CPR. Continue CPR.
CPR can temporarily restore some of the blood flow to the heart and brain. Lifeguard Cloud delivers chest compressions, while Lifeguard Clay Arnold assists with resuscitation.
Once we got him to the ground, training was obviously instinctive, and people just jumped to the roles perfectly.
A lot of foam coming out of this patient's mouth.
Bartlett begins administering oxygen, but now 2 minutes in, lifeguards are still unable to find a pulse.
9:30.
I want to get a stiff neck on him too. Somebody get a stiff neck bag, okay?
Okay, CPR.
Okay, thank you. Give me a count, give me a count.
30.
We follow the AED commands for 2 minutes of CPR, and the AED is gonna start talking here, okay? Clearly, they were underwater for some time, probably several minutes. Anytime you have somebody that's unconscious in the water, you have to assume that there might be a spinal cord injury. We don't know what happened.
Paramedics climb down the rocky hill and begin working alongside lifeguards.
Yeah, he was out there about 5-10 minutes.
We've been doing about 3 or 4 minutes of CPR now.
Did that advice for the shocks?
Negative. Okay, keep going.
The victim still has no pulse. Paramedics hook the surfer to an IV bag and begin administering strong doses of epinephrine, a drug designed to stimulate the heart. Rescuers continue to suction fluid from the victim's lungs.
I need a stiff neck, stiff neck. Any family or friends around here of the victim? Anybody know the victim?
Phil. Yeah, lots and lots of salt water.
You got a lot of water in this.
You guys have a backboard?
Yes, we do. Okay, you take over airway, okay?
As paramedics continue to work, their ambulance operator coordinates a rendezvous with Bartlett.
Number on the truck down below is 5211. Who is he?
Right here, what do you need? What do you need?
Our units are phased to go north. Can you bring them down that way?
Negative, we have to go south, the tide's too high north.
Copy that.
Okay, why don't you come over here, we're gonna set up and get ready for the patient transport here on the backboard. Okay, he was on the outside brake when they got to him. I'm not sure how long he was down for. A lot of water in the mouth and the airway there. Yep, we're ready here on the backboard. You guys make the call.
What you got going, Phil?
I got drugs.
I'm writing it down. Okay, cool. And you got a tube? Yeah, tube's good. 7.5. 7.5, okay. All right.
Guide the head there, medic. Let us know when you're ready.
Go on your count, Brian.
Okay, somebody have to get the leg here, okay?
After several minutes, a first positive sign. They've cleared the patient's lungs, but must continue CPR.
Okay, you get the backboard. Your call on 3.
Stop compressions. Ready?
You roll. On. Continue CPR there. Jason, I'm gonna drive. We hop in the rig. We're gonna put somebody else in the back, okay?
Okay, we're gonna hold CPR just as long as it takes to get in the truck.
Don't trip on anything. Let's go. You first. Move that strap out of the way. Move that backpack, throw it to the front seat. Move that fin, move the fin. Hey, somebody start CPR. You make the call when you want me to start moving the truck.
You guys,
You have pulse.
okay, we got pulses?
You have pulse?
All right, CPR, continue ventilation.
I'm gonna come back for the equipment. Why don't you go ahead and stay here and start organizing it all? You do have those calls where life is on the line. That doesn't happen every day, but if you work, 25 years as a lifeguard, you're gonna see that. Holler when you guys are ready to roll back here. We had a very, very challenging rescue to get them on shore and then medical aid on top of that. We're rolling. By the time the patient was in the ambulance, there was a pulse. That was a good sign. 5220 is 1049. The medics at Golden West Street, we're on the way now.
At Mission Beach, an evening breeze begins sending beachgoers packing. Lifeguard Kolo Rosenthal is patrolling the sand when he notices a frantic couple running between the towers.
She has a life jacket on, a yellow life jacket. Julia Barrett.
We showed up on scene at Tower 16. The mom came up, kind of pretty scared actually, that her daughter was missing.
Oh, please help me.
This happens all day long, okay? I promise you.
Oh, you gotta find her. She's
How old?
sick.
What's she wearing?
She's a...
What's she wearing?
It's a multicolored bathing suit.
One piece?
Yes. And it's a... What?
What's your name now? Amy? Amy, I promise you.
Please, find my baby.
Amy, I promise you we're gonna find her.
I don't...
One piece, does she have a boogie board?
Yes.
What color is her boogie
I
board?
don't...
Okay.
Multicolored. It's like rainbow. We just bought it.
Some parents take it really well and are really calm, and others kind of, you know, it's probably the scariest moment of their life.
We had her in the water.
At 16? So did he lose
No, she said that she was going to come back to me to go play in the sandcastles. I was with her brother over here.
Okay, where? Can you just tell me where?
Right, the black umbrella.
Okay. For us, we handle it quite often throughout the day. I mean, today we probably had at least 10 missing kids, and we're pretty good at handling it. We try to just calm the mom down as best we can and assure her that you know, nobody's missing in the water, and that this happens all the time, and we've never not found the child.
Oh my God, we just came for the day.
Okay, she's gonna be okay.
Please.
Where was she last seen, Amy?
He was with her. And I came
Right here?
because I didn't see her. He said that she...
How's her swimming ability, Amy?
She can swim with nothing.
Would she go in the
She
water?
has a life jacket.
She has a life jacket too?
She does have a life jacket on. It's yellow.
Okay.
Damn it! What if somebody took her?
Hang on 1 second.
Colo triggers the search.
23 mission clear to copy for the EMJ info.
Copy.
We're looking for Julia. She's 6 years old with blonde hair. She had a life jacket on, multi-colored one piece with a boogie board. She was last seen at about 15 3/4, about 5 minutes ago, mid-sand.
Star 15 clear.
Mid-15, if you could help me cross-check that area directly in my glare. And we'll make a couple PAs from this side.
Copy.
All lifeguards between Tower 13 and Tower 20 scan the sand.
Please find my baby, please. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Please save her.
Happens all the time.
Mission 23, I think we have a match at Tower 15.
She's mid-sand. She's heading north.
She's gonna go see if that's her, okay?
Julia has been found.
Apparently she just walked past our site. She walked a little bit too far and just kept on walking because she didn't see us. And of course I feared the worst. There's a lot of people out here. There's crazy people. There's that big ocean. There's a lot of things that are waiting to take them. And I just panicked. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even think. It was my whole world flashing before my eyes.
23 activation, we're clear on Julia.
It feels great to be able to, you know, be there and have some moral support for the victim. Sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone, I think. And, you know, to see when you lose your child and then to have them come back together and just the love that families have for each other, it's a wonderful thing.
A San Diego heat wave has temperatures hovering in the mid-90s. Tourists and locals have flocked to La Jolla shores to cool off in the ocean.
The water is 72 degrees, and if it gets any hotter, I'm just gonna swim out and supervise this beach from out in the water.
Lifeguards know higher temperatures bring health risks.
Dehydration, heat stroke, heat exhaustion, these are all big risks, and they're all things that we see a lot when these heat waves hit.
With La Jolla shores packed with visitors, crowds have spilled north to Black's Beach. But accessing the beach is not easy. The most popular way down is a steep, narrow, and rugged path called Citizens Trail. Today's heat has only added to the trail's danger, as even seasoned hikers struggle with the climb.
I used to be a fitness trainer, and I definitely think that unless you're in tip-top shape, then you shouldn't be out here in this heat because you have a higher chance of having heat stroke.
It's 4 o'clock. At Black's Beach, the low angle of the sun against the vertical bluffs has pushed the temperature closer to 100 degrees. Veteran lifeguard Mark Korch is on duty today.
I was heading up Citizens Trail to do a tower turnover when I came across an individual that was looking like he was about to pass out, and he said that he was nauseous and he had blurred vision. I took his pulse, he had a very rapid pulse, so he's exhibiting all the classic signs of heat exhaustion, which will escalate very fast into heat stroke. It could result in death.
Dispatch, we have a male suffering from heat exhaustion on Citizens Trail, Blacks Beach, requesting paramedics.
I was here at La Jolla Shores, and we got a report from our lifeguard up at Blacks Beach, and the decision is to start a cliff rescue response.
And 31 Sam for a 5 up, it's going to be a 235-pound male. This isn't going to be a technical cliff rescue.
Copy that.
Back at Black's Beach, the man's symptoms worsen. He begins to slip in and out of consciousness. 7 minutes later, Cranston arrives at the scene. He is joined by paramedics.
We want to get him out of here as fast and as safely as possible. So we're going to need a stretcher, a harness to tie around the patient, and then our tie-ins to tie the person inside the stretcher.
He's 39 years old, he's complaining of nausea, a headache, dizziness, blurred vision. He had a pulse of over 100.
Hey guys, we're going to put a harness on him around you guys so we can tie him into the litter.
When you have an individual that's over 200 pounds, and then you have the sandstone brittle cliffs, it can pose another danger to the victim if you don't do it right.
So we're going to tie him in there nice and tight so he can't move around at all, and that's going to give our best chance of success at getting this guy up without us falling, without dropping the stretcher, without tipping him out. So we're going to have you lying here, feet down that end, head up this end. We're going to tie you in so you're not slipping all over while we're walking. There's going to be 6 of us doing the carrying, and that's about as many people as we can fit on the stretcher. We're going to try and distribute this weight as evenly as possible amongst the rescuers, and we're going to carry him out.
With the victim secure, lifeguards and medics successfully complete the extraction and prepare to transport him to the hospital.
He needs to have an IV, he needs to get some fluids replenished in his body, and he does need to be checked out by a physician.
Dispatch from 31 Sam, we're code 4 for lifeguards at this time.
We'd like to try and recommend people to bring a lot of water to the beach. This is a desert, California, and it's weather patterns like this that really make it feel like a desert. So stay hydrated, that's my best advice.
In Torrey Pines State Reserve, the Santa Ana winds have created dry conditions, raising the threat of wildfires and putting lifeguards on high alert. Veteran peace officer Ed Vedroska is making a routine patrol through the state park when he's called into action.
Responding to one of our park aides who's called for dealing with 2 uncooperative park visitors.
2 young men have been reported breaking several park laws.
There they are. I see them in the distance there. I see their little heads. Hi there. Hi guys, come on over here. Let's talk for a second.
Ed arrives on scene. 2 young men were discovered off trail. They're suspected of smoking in a restricted no-fire area.
So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to be honest with you, and you're going to be honest with me. And I'll work with you if you work with me, okay? How old are you guys?
I'm 19. I'm 18.
19, 18? Why don't you tell me why I'm talking to you?
We went off trail.
And?
And we were hanging out.
And?
We were accused of smoking. Yeah, we were accused of smoking.
Mm-hmm. Were you smoking?
Yes, sir.
This is where the honesty part that I told you I'm going to work with you if you're honest with me. Didn't I say that? Now, let's ask again. Were you smoking dope?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you were, but you weren't?
Yeah.
So if this thing that I'm smelling off you, that's not marijuana smoke?
That's him.
100% him, huh?
I smoked earlier in the day, though.
You got anything in your pockets?
I have my weed.
How much do you have with you?
Probably a couple grams.
Why don't you put what you have on the hood of the car, please?
My medical marijuana.
You have medical cards.
The 2 young men present Vedroska with medical marijuana cards. California law allows people with certain illnesses to legally purchase marijuana with a prescription. This presents Vedroska and the park ranger with a conundrum.
They've got certificates for marijuana smoking.
If you have one of those, you're allowed to have it in your home or when you're transporting it to and from your home.
Possession of marijuana outside of his home Could write him for that. We have, he's off trail, but I didn't see it, nor did you. They're smoking off trail. Didn't see that either. What do you want to do?
With no witnesses, Ed is in a tough situation and must decide the best disciplinary action.
When we have a park like this with very, very dry brush, we can't have you smoking at all.
Okay.
We also can't have you off trail.
Okay.
I'm going to try a different tact here.
Okay.
One, you can smoke marijuana with this certificate in the comfort of your own home. You can't come outside into a state
That's
park
why
and
I
smoke.
put it outside.
I'm going to talk and I want you to listen. If you talk, we're going to go down a wrong path here, okay? I gave you the option to be honest with me, okay? All right, and you were honest with me, and I'm going to give you credit for that, all right?
Okay.
So here's what we're going to do, man. We're going to try a moral approach here. I'm going to ask you to take what I say to heart. You're hiking off trail. You're not respecting the laws of the land. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to give you guys both a verbal warning.
Okay.
In the hopes that it does you some good. Because people cut me a break when I was young too.
Okay.
But I want you to make me believe that it's going to do some good.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Can you promise me that it's going to do some good and you guys will do a little soul searching?
We're gonna
Don't
go
go through this again,
I
okay?
wouldn't mind.
Come back on different terms.
All right.